Hi guys, and welcome back to JKT Radio, where we throw all your bad jokes and the pandemic out the window. I'm your childlike host, Kira, and I have some lovely folks with me today. I have our Trevor and the cryptid Steve.
Hi.
I have
You have a cat.
I have a cat. I have my darling Chrissy. And my lovely
Hello.
Devin. There we go. I was like, Devin, that's where you say it.
Hold on, I'm trying
And we
to
decided to come back after 6 odd months. I apologize for horrible distortion over Discord chats for this podcast, as well as puppies screaming on my end.
Yeah, we're all doing the best we can.
It's okay. We have a cat literally like just inspecting
She's
our
sitting
He's
in
mic.
hiding
of
from
them.
puppies.
So our cat looks like she wants to be part of the podcast.
Aw.
It's great.
The new cryptid. Aww. Trevor, save that picture.
She's
I'll
literally
make sure to
sitting
put that
in front of
in post editing.
That's got to be
That's
our
perfect.
thumbnail.
Prop it a little bit better.
Oh yeah,
But-
I'll make it work.
So it's been 6 months, guys.
There we
Yeah,
go.
it's been a hot few months.
Some things have happened.
No,
Nothing
not
important's
even
happened.
at
It's
all.
fine.
Remember when we said the pandemic wouldn't be a big deal?
Yeah, when the pandemic
Yeah.
wasn't a big deal and we were not quarantined to world.
Yeah, exactly.
My remote's in my hand.
4? What?
So, do we have any topics, darlings? Do we have any topics?
I feel like this is just gonna be a big catch up.
Well, I mean, I feel
It's gonna
like
be a catch-up.
what the hell's been going on with everybody? Like we've been talking a bit, but like how are y'all's quarantines?
God damn.
Quarantine's amazing. Not.
Also, heads up, we may be speaking at a weird...
No,
Delay.
we fixed that in post, sweetie.
Yeah, well,
Oh no, I'm getting
No, but
tripped
you
up.
fix it in post. It
yeah,
sounds
we'll fix
fine
it in
after.
post. We'll make it all work.
We know what we're doing to an
Yeah,
extent.
Okay.
it'll
Yeah.
be fine.
We promise.
We are professionals, as we know.
The protessionalist, you forget, you technically all have higher educations than me and I do this.
Very true.
Fair.
I mean, hey, I went to school
Devin
and
went
learned to
to
do
school
stuff
for
like this
this.
for like
Yeah,
4
what
years.
the hell?
Why aren't you doing this, Devin?
Yeah,
Laziness.
very true.
Laziness, yeah. Like God, I was like, man, I'm gonna use all of this time to like, be super productive,
Write
and
the D&D
creative
campaign.
and, like, get to
And
like
then
writing
I
stuff,
didn't.
and then I didn't.
I was somewhat productive.
So, well, we were productive in terms of we productively watched a lot of things. Hey, cat.
And by a lot of things, we kind of mean a lot of one thing.
Well, honestly, I was kind of remembering back to like when quarantine, because quarantine for me started about middle
Yeah.
of March, and I'm just going back to work now. I've been back at work for like 2 weeks now, and it's like beginning of July. So I remember starting out the quarantine, and I was like binging all of like the Clone Wars, and that turned into a
Was that
giant.
back then?
Yep, that was back then. That was so yeah. That turned for me into a giant Star Wars binge where I started at the Clone Wars and then went into Episode 3, then Rebels and all
yeah,
the movies
I binged Clone Wars as
and
well.
stuff beyond
Terrible
that.
human beings. Find something better to binge.
Like
not-
Critical Role?
Nah.
So yeah, we did that, and then we got into a little thing called Critical Role,
A little.
a little
It's
thing.
over 3 years of content.
We're on like 114.
Yeah, 100. We're about to start the 114th episode of their first campaign. They now have 2 campaigns, plus all the one shots that they do. Also, for those of you who don't know,
They're like a D&D podcast.
it's a D&D podcast show where a bunch of voice actors play D&D, and it's amazing. Because I feel like a lot of people, when they hear about D&D, they think it's just straight up like nerdy LARPing.
It is
and
100%
can
nerdy
be,
LARPing, but it's the best
but-
kind of nerdy LARPing.
It's the best
best.
kind because
I have like 12 characters.
it all depends on what you roll pretty much, and also just how crazy your ideas are. Like there's a bit where they have to like track a flying creature that's snatching up all these cows, so they literally turn all of their party into cows.
Well, they didn't turn them into them. They just made them look like...
Potato, it doesn't matter. They
Someone
turned
shot on
into
the floor.
cows.
See, and you say that, but we may call it nerdy roleplay, or nerdy roleplay, nerdy LARPing, but this is where Barnabas came from.
As opposed to non-nerdy
Yeah, that's called
LARPing?
bedtime LARPing. Yeah, it's not
Well,
wrong.
I mean...
No, you're not
I'm
wrong.
Barnabas, I know it's not wrong.
It's LARPing with style.
Sweetheart, I always use style.
Well, actually...
I
There
mean-
would be less style because you don't have to dress up, but...
But that,
No, you don't have to.
You can.
You
and it
can,
makes it
though.
100% better. Trevor, we're sorry.
That's okay. I'll be involved in this world soon enough.
One day.
Yep.
Well, world,
I know.
as if there's not a million.
You think you think you're not gonna get super invested in it, and then boom, you're buying like hundreds
I
of
know.
dollars worth of dice.
No.
Not
say this-
speaking of experience.
You think I'm exaggerating? I'm literally not exaggerating.
Although I did get my
at all.
first set of dice.
We did that during
weeks ago.
quarantine.
Join us in the shiny path of
Black rocks. Black rocks.
It's coming.
Always the Moors.
Yeah, he started. I still think he should have bought some Pride
Yeah,
dice with me,
and-
Trevor.
Oh, there was Pride dice?
Yeah, remember I got the buy dice.
Oh, I should have got
Then
some.
you didn't realize what I bought, did you?
I totally didn't. I was too focused. I saw purple and I was like, damn it, done.
Yeah, I bought buy dice.
Oh, god damn
I've
it.
got the buy flag in the dice.
I have ace dice.
Yeah,
coming.
I was gonna buy trans dice as well for someone else, but they had none in stock. I was very sad.
Aw.
No.
Would have been good, man. I think there's a puppy behind me, and if I turn around, no, the cat has stopped them. I heard a puppy at the door.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a puppy trying to get to you, and that's all that matters, really.
Snowcloud stopped them. She
You shall not pass.
probably the reason why they wanted in is because I'm the greatest chew toy,
Oh, of course.
and the cat's in here.
Yeah.
They
I'm
want
still
the
waiting
The
to like
cat.
try get another cat. For
You said that, like, my
Kiki.
cat's fine on her own.
Yeah, we're in the process.
Oh, yeah.
So usually, where the fuck did she go? Where did she go? What? No, the cat just
I didn't go
disappeared. I don't know. Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, she did.
It
She was under my
vanished.
chair.
You just hear a little... And she's gone.
Oh, I got her.
So, I think, Trevor, you could also attest to this. One of the things that certainly got me through these dark times was the Final Fantasy VII
Yeah.
remake.
Which I still haven't
That was
beaten, to be
amazing.
honest.
That was just...
Isn't it only like a quarter of the game?
I mean... It's...
Oh yeah, it's
I don't
like
even
half.
think
It's
half.
okay. I feel like when people say it's like a quarter of the game, technically yes, but there is like they stretch it out, so it's like it is a
Well,
proper full on.
Isn't the original?
Like, there's about like
isn't that
40
that Final
hours worth?
Fantasy is one of the largest games of its time. I think it's over a good 100 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, when it
It's
first
like
came
Friday
out,
or
didn't it
something.
have like 4
Yeah, it's
discs or
a-
something?
I think it had 4 discs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big boy. So yeah, so they basically just taken the first big section of the game and expanded upon it. It is
Yeah.
I will
so
wait
much
till it
fun.
all comes out and then I will buy the pack.
Yeah, it has
You
been
know,
a lot of
you
fun.
know there's going to
Oh
be
god, it's
one.
gonna take so long. Oh yeah, there's gonna be like a thing where they come out, and I think I was just mainly like bored and stuck at home, and I'm like, okay, well, what's coming out? And I was gonna have to wait a while for Last of Us, so I look at, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, the Final Fantasy.
I built
that looked kinda cool.
maps.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm excited for my D&D campaign that I'm starting to create. Is I'm
Devin,
going to enjoy building the
maps.
maps. I'm all the maps.
I built
I think
no,
she means
no, I
Minecraft.
built Minecraft as well, but those aren't maps. That was just Minecraft. But I did build D&D maps. That was like, remember, I built the labyrinth.
I
Remember?
feel like
That thing nobody
God.
wants to acknowledge in their life.
It
I
doesn't
broke
exist.
so many players with that place.
I
You
feel
broke
like this entire episode
all
is
of
gonna
us.
be
It is.
just
It's
like
the D&D podcast.
It's D&D up the wazoo.
Yeah, Trevor, I basically a map in D&D is 1 square is 5 by 5. I took graph paper and I made a 16-page labyrinth.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
It's
It's a
a
nightmare.
lot. Yeah, there's actually
The
like
walls
moving
move.
walls. There's buttons that take walls away and adds them.
Oh, dear.
And Joe Exotic shows up and throws
Florida
crocodiles at
man.
you.
Florida
no,
man.
that's Florida Man.
But Florida Man is basically
With
Very
crocodiles.
Joe Exotic.
Speaking of
Sorry,
which,
sorry,
have any of
alligators.
you
With
seen it?
crocodiles.
Alligators.
I have
Yes.
seen. Yeah, that was something else we
That
watched.
was
We watched
something
Tiger
I
else.
didn't
King.
watch that.
I got so angry.
That was just. I remember thinking like I had vague recollections of seeing Joe Exotic somewhere
Yeah.
before the Tiger King thing happened. And then I realized that he was on an episode of John
Oh,
Oliver
yeah.
when they were talking about the third party electorates during the 2016 American
course he was.
Oh,
election.
yes.
You know,
Of course he was.
and he shows up and he was like, "Listen, I'm gay and I've had 2 different relationships with men for most of my life, and I own tigers and then bitch Carol Baskin and blah 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 blah." And God, although what terrified me about Tiger King is like as horrible as Joe Exotic was, some of the other people that they were showing there, I'm like, wow,
Oh
you
my
guys are
god,
almost
like,
worse than Joe Exotic.
actually.
Like the guy that kept like
Yeah,
a harem.
100%.
The cult dude, he was like with the elephant. I'm like, this guy is legitimately just a worse person than Joe
100%.
Exotic. He's just luring all these women in and like making them work for like almost nothing, and then also like being a creepy sexual pervert towards them.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't watch this.
And we're not even talking about the guy who was like, "Yeah, I'll kill
Yeah.
Carol Baskin
Yeah.
for you," and then he didn't. He's just like, "Yeah, He's like, yeah, sure,
Why
I'll
not?
do it."
I could have
And
missed.
he's like, I can't even remember saying yes to it. I just like went. He gave me the money. I went to
Yeah,
some bar and I passed out.
You do what
Oh
you
my
do.
God.
As you guys were saying that, I was playing with the things on my desk, and one of them was a knife. So I just flipped out a switchblade as you said, kill a bitch. And I'm like,
But Kiro, what do you have there?
switchblade.
A knife.
No,
Oh, dear.
no. See, kids, this is gonna be on the internet forever. Back when, forward when that meme's no longer gonna make any sense to
Sweet,
anyone.
like-
Somebody's gonna watch this.
Forward
My-
when?
my-
Is that
Forward
your
when.
reverse math?
Reverse math.
Yes,
My desk
reverse
is just
math.
a
You mean
giant
subtraction?
epitome of
I wasn't going to
weapons.
question
Yes.
it, but
No. There was an actual Joker or something like that.
Yeah, it's there's a bit in one of the episodes of Critical Role where one of the guys it's like, wow, I'm really bad at reverse math, and one of the other guys goes, you mean subtraction, and it just breaks the entire cast.
That's how subtraction works.
Travis Willingham, a national treasure.
National
I
treasure,
love it.
indeed. Oh God, so God, what else has been up with you guys during
I
the?
used to have topics, and then I deleted them all.
You see, I have like so many things I wanted to like. Part of me wants to talk about Last of
Yeah.
Us because I just finished it, but also like spoilers, and also because like the discourse around Last of Us is just beginning just so awful because of various things, and then just like I want to talk about it, but I shouldn't because
And
again,
there's a lot of things going
and it's
on right
and
now.
it's also one of those things where it's like I cannot get into any of the plot points just because of how
Oh,
spoilery
yeah.
it all is. But I did think it was a very, very good game. Scared the shit out of me. Oh my
What did?
God.
I stopped paying attention. Oh.
Last
yeah,
of
no.
Us.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think the first one is like intense, the second one makes the first one just look like
oh,
Devin will
no.
cry.
nothing. It's like, oh, you call that intense? Here's a golf club crushing a dude's skull.
I will. That sounds fun though.
No,
It's really not. Not when you realize who it is that's getting their skull crushed.
you're saying too much.
Spoilers. The game only came out, what, last week?
Something like that, yeah.
Nah,
2 weeks
man, I
ago.
say spoilers for such a big game is like a month.
Yeah,
More than that,
Yeah.
but...
More than that.
So again, I should probably
Yeah,
stop
that's
talking
fair.
about it.
Do we want to do a quick story time with Kira? Because everyone loves story time with Kira.
Quick
Yeah.
story
Yes,
time.
story time with
There's
Kira.
no quick story time with Kira. Which one do we want? We have 6 months of content.
Yeah,
of
you've grown
story
in
time with
abundance.
Kira.
How did you burn your face?
We're gonna get our own separate.
would be
I know,
Yeah,
we're gonna
we'll
set
say.
our own series just for
Videos on the
story
channel.
time with Kira.
Trevor, you're a musician.
The
You
little
should just make,
jingle.
like,
I'm
a
gonna
jingle
have to.
for it.
I mean, I somehow got Pro Tools to work on my laptop, so I could probably do it, no problem.
Make me a
Do it.
jingle.
Oh, Pro
I
Tools,
will
it's been
make
so
you a
long.
jingle.
What story time do we want? Kind of adventure. Oh yeah.
How did you burn your face?
Let's start with the
The
beginning.
beginning of time.
At the beginning, there was only
Well,
pain.
You see the scar. It frames the side of my eye.
Oh, dear.
Do we want to do the burned my face, the most recent thing?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do that.
So what? I think 3 days ago. I think.
Well, I don't know. We haven't
No,
seen
I'm
you.
being serious. I think 3 days ago. So I
Yeah,
have
I think
a.
it was
What?
it was last time we did a Zelda playthrough, wasn't it?
Nope. I
Or
think
was it
I'm
after
being
that?
serious. I think it's after. I think it was after our last D&D session. I think it was Friday night or Saturday night. Sunday night. There
That
you
would've
go.
been
Sunday
Sunday.
night. 3 days ago. So I stayed up. I was playing some Minecraft with a friend. And I muted myself because obviously Discord. I'm starting in the middle of the story. There's a beginning of this story.
Oh
So-
boy.
How this worked. It always stinks in this room where I live because there's obviously there's an animal cage in here. There's a cat box outside my door. The smell always verifies to this way, so I've bought gel air fresheners. You know the little cones? Those little cone things that are
Oh,
goo.
yes.
And they're just like there's one I can see the one I'm using right now, and it's a special pet one. And my brother kind of bursts into the room. He's like, "We're all idiots," and I'm like, "Well, we knew that. Why are we idiots this time?" And he literally sticks his hand on
Fair.
my, because I have a desk behind me as well, and he pulls up a candle and he's like, "You have 500 candles. Why are we not using them?" So I'm like, "You're right."
Fire.
You're right. Why aren't we using them? So he went through a bunch of my candles and he picked one that he liked the smell of, and it is called Sparkling Amber. I know this because it's actually lit on the top of my desk again.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
So I went to play the game I was playing with my friend. I muted myself because obviously the candle had been burning for a while. It had actually burnt down to there's no wax, it's all liquid inside now. There was no solid candle left because it had been burning for several hours.
Yeah, been there.
I walk away, I go to the washroom, I go bug the dogs, do my usual. I come back and I'm like, it's getting late. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm gonna blow out the candle before I forget. And I went to grab it,
Oh,
and
dear.
it's not great candle. Like I can't touch it anymore because the sides are too hot, even though it's a big jar candle. So I can't grab it. So I'm like, huh. I put this on the top shelf of my desk. It's 5 feet in the air. I'm too short to blow up my candle. So I stood the smart thing. I stood on my chair to blow out my candle.
Did you put your face
We'll get to
in
that.
the candle?
So as I go to blow it up, this candle is old. The shop I bought it from is actually closed now. And it closed before quarantine was even thought of. And then I got it when the store opened, so it's quite old. So
Oh boy.
because I had to get my face so close to the candle to blow it out, I blow it out and the wicks were so torn and frayed from being on so long, and it's an old candle, it blew into ash ember, and because it's a jar candle, it went into the bowl and then blew back into my face. And thankfully I always close my eyes when I blow out candles out of some sheer prophecy in my brain. So I got, like, I didn't even notice if the candle was fully blew out or not. I was just like, ow, got off the chair, walked to the bathroom, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? And I kind of yelled really quickly. I kind of burnt my face, and I just grabbed a cloth, and I soaked it in water and just shoved it into my face. And people are going, what are you doing? What happened? What are you doing? Why are you telling us? Because I guess me saying it didn't go through. So I pulled my face up, and it's like, I kind of burnt my face blowing out a candle, and then I just shoved my face back into a cloth. 3 days ago.
God.
It didn't scar.
Can I just like?
I
wrap
would
you in bubble
have
wrap?
so much fun. It didn't scar. It is a bit tender. Like, if I put my glasses on, it does hurt a bit. But it didn't scar. It is going away. It is nowhere near as bad as a burn I've had before. But I am a skilled human being.
Skill to something.
Skilled.
Good lord. That is
I'm...
amazing. And horrifying.
And I lit
but-
the candle again. Today. It's up there. I can see it. I'm gonna blow it out again soon.
Oh dear.
Tune in next week for when Kira
Again.
burns herself again.
Do we want...
When all we hear
have-
from Kira is
Kira-
through a gauze mask.
Kira just shows up.
Nah, I wouldn't burn my face that bad. It was
What?
like all of it was like around my eye and my upper cheek, like my forehead, the side of it, and my cheek.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
great.
still not good.
It's not my mouth though.
You're gonna give yourself like the Harvey Dent
God.
treatment there.
You say that, but you already know most of the hair on my arms doesn't grow anymore.
I didn't know that actually,
Yeah.
but holy shit,
Remember,
okay.
my hair is all patchy on my arms.
Well, we know she doesn't have a lot of
Yeah,
feeling.
but
in
that's
her
not from a
hand.
burn. That's just
That's
from
true.
That's
Bites.
just general things.
From Kira.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just from life.
Woo! And now I have a knife.
No.
I feel like your dragon would
You
be
know what's even
safer with
funnier?
that knife.
If I lean forward a bit, I have 2 knives.
Oh dear. Chris, it's
Actually, I don't know where the second.
it's that
I don't know
meme
where
with
the
that
second
kid
knife
running
is.
around the
Kira's.
pool.
To protect.
And,
Yeah.
and the mom saying, "Is like, what have you got there? A knife? No!
No.
I don't know where my second knife is, but I know it's here on this desk somewhere.
That's for the best.
How many
my
knives
desk,
do
too.
you have? Now, how many
An
knives
entire
do you
kitchen
have
set.
in general?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'd be fair. I don't really know what else I was expecting there.
I mean, I've cut myself just by putting my hand in the
Yeah,
sink.
see? I'm currently playing with a switchblade. The other knife, like, this is an actual switchblade. The other knife on my desk is actually an oyster knife. It's for shucking
Oh
oysters.
god.
Don't ask why I have that, I just do.
Yuck, yuck.
You know, it's always good to have a good old shucking knife every now and then.
Like,
Have you ever actually used it
no,
for a
I stabbed it
intended
into my
purpose?
desk once.
That is not the intended use, sir.
Sir. I'm kind of annoyed because I don't know where that. I'm concerned I don't know where that knife is. That's
Oh
concerning.
dear.
The Fae took it again. That
Yes,
means something else
exactly.
has been
What?
returned.
There's so much crap
Yeah,
on this
exactly.
desk, we'll never know.
What is
I'm guessing you guys can
happening?
hear my background.
Yeah.
We can hear your mom very clearly.
Welcome to my life. I don't know what's going on either.
She sounds very much like Joe Exotic, the female.
That bitch,
My headphones
Carol
are partially
Baskin.
noise canceling, so you guys in the microphone through the microphone can hear them better than I can. And my gain is off, by the way. It is fully off. It does not go lower.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you're the exact opposite of me. where
No,
I had to
the
crank
mic
everything.
is like an inch from my face, and everything is off.
Yep.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Yeah, because we've got the mic
Yeah.
between people.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
contents of my desk are ridiculous. Like there's a carton of Appy juice, which is empty. It needs to apple juice.
Like Abby juice?
Like it needs to go.
Oh.
That thing that I love
Happy juice.
unconditionally.
There's 2 power banks, external batteries. There's a 3DS. There's the Switch. There's a Behemoth chicken down here. A Behemoth chicken.
Sorry, what?
Oh, you know.
But
A
saying it
behemoth
a second
chicken.
time doesn't explain it.
I will send it. I will send it in chat.
Kira,
I'll send a picture
explain.
of it in chat. One sec.
You can't just drop that and be like, and
There's a
moving
behemoth
on
chicken.
now.
Dropping
Y'all
a
don't have a
Behemoth chicken,
behemoth
it's fine.
chicken?
Down here, I have. Down here, I have the corpse of Lee Harvey Oswald. But enough of that. Moving on.
It's fine. No, there's a company that makes games, and they're called the Behemoths. They have several really high quality games, but their mascot is a chicken.
Ah.
Oh, but there's just
So I
straight up
have
chicken.
a
I
plushie
see.
of that because I got high on caffeine pills at PAX and I bought this.
Well,
I
that'll
love
do it.
him. Guess
Is this
that
from
was the same time.
time?
This chicken
Yep,
is that
that will
old.
definitely do it.
It's like 10 years old. He sits on my desk.
That's dead chicken.
Yeah, he's from the caffeine excursion.
Oh,
There's actually
dear.
a picture super blurred because
That'll
he
do,
fell
chicken.
out of my
That'll do.
backpack because he was just in the backpack straps tucked in. And we were trying to take photos. Obviously, we're all jittering on caffeine pills. And he fell out of the strap and we all screamed in a circle around this chicken. And there's a picture of us all blurred, all screaming at a chicken on the floor. My life is a great. Great.
Oh dear.
It is really hard for me to like maintain a solid thought
That's fair.
when I'm trying to speak.
Yeah.
There's also
Yeah,
like,
that's a mood.
I mean, in general, but like also, I'm melding my words together because I'm hearing.
oh, you're hearing your voice back.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I can hear myself speaking, and then I can also hear
Yeah,
it in the
that's fair.
headphones.
Yeah, I've heard that. I can hear that as well.
You got-
It's weird.
you got echo
There's something
back.
you'll get used to.
Yeah, I've got a fox plushie. I've got
So
a pig
bad.
plushie. I've got a Cthulhu cup full of pens.
There's a picture on my phone of Kiki just absorbing herself into our little mound of plushies. She
My
just kind of
mouth
made
plushies.
herself a throne.
Nice.
I am the king. There's also a bunch of quarantine masks just on my. Nope, the plushie's not for you, Snowcloud. No. I moved them, and then she realized that they're.
Cat
Yeah, she realized they're
desires
movable objects.
plushy.
You don't understand. The cat just wants to maintain social distancing
With the
With the
plushies?
plushie?
with the plushies. She's a cat. She doesn't know any better. Maybe everything has COVID
Very
to her
Yeah, I'm
eyes.
more concerned because the plushies
Catherine,
sit underneath
not
the
that
Elgato.
smart.
If that gets unplugged.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, my
This is
wallet is
true.
there, and I don't want her to steal that.
And you can hear the puppy.
Bubbies?
I hear a puppy.
Yeah.
all fluffers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you have
I
a
have-
bunch of puppers.
We
You
wanna
wanna
talk about the whore?
that? Yeah, let's
My
talk
dog's
about
a
the puppers.
You can't just leave the elephant in the room.
When it comes down to
I
it.
mean, yes, that is the
My
short
dog's
version
a
of the
slut.
story.
What else did you find? Did you find my knife? Because that would be nice. Oh, no, I know what she found. Here, take this one, Cat. Here, come here. So, Snowcloud likes to play with hair ties. They're her favorite toy and also the only toy she plays with. So, she found a hair
Okay.
tie, is what she found.
Okay.
I had to turn off the egg.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
the
we
cat
had like
egg.
the cat toy, but I had to turn it off because
Yeah.
it makes a lot of noise. If
Yes.
Kiki hits it, or if I just like
Yeah.
hit the floor, it vibrates and it just.
Yeah, the
freaking
only toy... I
goes
bought her,
off.
like, an actual, like,
Yeah.
catnip fishing rod thing for her to play with. And she is actually afraid of it, but God forbid she gets denied her hair ties.
Oh, did I tell you? So Kiki's not allowed to.
Oh yeah,
sit
let's talk about
anymore.
Kiki not being
Oh,
allowed.
what
outside.
happened?
Well, I can certainly try.
Oh
So
wait, no, actually no, we
does-
can't talk
She likes
about
to go
that.
outside.
That it's against the YouTube rules.
Why not?
Yeah, because it's
Is it really?
animal abuse in
That's
a way.
weird.
Yeah.
Fair enough. She made some friends, and she's not allowed outside anymore.
Okay, we can
Yeah.
probably get the gist from that.
Yeah, from what I said, where we're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And it's a cat.
On a lighter note, we've tried taking Ben outside.
She made some flying threads.
I was gonna say on
Wait,
a
what?
lighter
Oh, yeah, how
note,
does
we've
Ben feel
tried
about the
taking
outside?
Ben outside because like, in our old place. So we've since moved from our old place to my parents' place to attempt to save some money and pay off some bills and some other things. So, yeah, we're at
Being
my parents'
alive
place
is
now.
expensive.
Yeah, rent's expensive as shit. So,
Not
but
even just rent, just being alive.
Yeah.
yeah, very true. But
Existing. Existence is pain.
very true. But
That's
at
how
our
I know
old
I'm
place,
alive.
God damn it, at our old place, he would always go out on the patio with us, and he was just used to it. And of course, as soon as we go over to my parents' place, they're in a standalone house, so he can't very well just wander out whenever we're outside, because he'll just fucking run off or whatever he'll do. So we've decided to get him a harness and leash and everything. He was okay for a little bit. He wasn't too fond of the harness,
And then he
but he grew all right to it. And then there was one time he was outside, he wasn't having any of it, and he somehow wiggled himself out of his collar and his harness all in one.
Because cats
like,
don't have spines.
backwards. So we're like, pretty much. So he's like, all right, well, that's a problem. We
bones.
have to fix that. So we've since tightened his collar, and we got like a more heavy duty harness, which we tried putting on him, and then as soon as we managed to put the harness on him, he wouldn't stop going in circles.
Yeah. With cats, you have to kind of get them used to it as a
Yeah,
kid.
so it might take a little longer to get him used to this new harness, or he's just not
That's
going to
fair.
be able to go outside for a while.
Chonk.
And I mean, Ben's always been a bit like,
Yeah,
Skittish.
pretty much. We did
And
kind of set up like a little backyard patio setup where like he can go off leash and he's not going to escape anywhere. So he has that going for him. But we're not out back all the time.
Yeah, catios are cool.
So any other time we just have like, yeah, we
Like
just have
patio.
various like cat trees placed at like various windows where he could just sit atop them and just watch everything.
Ooh, bird, 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 bird.
Training montage.
I know. Grace, and there's just like a giant flock of crows around for like the last week or so. And like, you'd think that like somebody had died
they
and
are
they're coming to
murdered.
collect their debt or something.
No, that's ravens,
Yeah.
not crows.
They're servants of the Raven Queen.
the off-brand.
Exactly.
So
My
okay, my mom
grandma's
has a
make-
bunch of crow
Yeah,
friends as
yeah.
well. They yell at her if she doesn't get in the garden.
My grandma feeds
Oh,
the crows in our yard,
dear.
so they're always quite nice.
It's really quite
She
awful.
throws the stale bread outside.
In other news, we're breaking up.
Aw,
Yeah, I made a pun and I'm not proud of it, but I am totally
opportunity,
proud
not
of it.
couple, but a couple. It's not Em and Boris. Bad jokes.
Wait, what the hell just happened?
I referred to the crow situation as
Yeah.
cawful.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And
That is on the internet forever.
now we're
Okay,
getting a
well,
divorce.
yeah,
It's
that's
fine.
completely understandable then.
We aren't even engaged,
But-
but we're getting a divorce.
Oh, dear.
That's how bad that
That'll
pun
be
was.
a 2-point.
Only I am allowed to make the puns.
Oh,
Well, actually,
Must
sorry,
ask,
I
what
must
you
ask.
oh god.
Since this quarantine has happened, has anybody picked up odd like what is the word I'm trying to think of? Not habits.
Yes.
Habits?
Hobbies.
Hobbies?
Odd hobbies. Aside
Does,
from collecting math rocks.
Sitting on your
No.
couch in your pajamas
Does
all
not.
day
It
count?
could.
I'm trying to
Isn't
think.
that a hobby?
I
That's something
spent
you
5
needed
hours
to do.
building a cabinet.
That's not a hobby. That just sounds like an afternoon from IKEA.
Yeah, that's
That
exactly what
was
it was.
exactly what it was.
We needed a linen closet.
I come back from work and Chrissy's just staring at me. You're like exhausted, and it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
2:30.
2:30 in the afternoon, and there's this magnificent. What was it you're building?
It's like a cabinet.
It was a magnificent, really neat looking cabinet, and
from
and
IKEA.
Chrissy's just shaking, and they're just like,
See, Chrissy,
No.
you should have told
And then I
me,
spent
and
2
I would
hours
have just
building a
put it
bookshelf.
together in like
Yes.
an hour.
And I could not move after that. I have a strength of 7.
no,
And
because
I have a
here's the
strength
thing,
of 22.
is that Chrissy's thing is that if Chrissy's gonna do something,
I'm gonna do it all on my own.
Chrissy's gonna do it all on their own. Because Chrissy will get up and start cleaning, and I'm like, well, okay, let's not, defer to, stupid gender norms. I'm gonna help clean as well. Because like, nope, you stay. I do the thing. And I'm just
Yes,
like,
ma'am. That's when you
Fine.
click your heels, you salute.
I
you
mean-
go,
Get
yes,
in the
ma'am.
way.
because here's the thing, because I was just
I'm
like,
not a man.
no, it's yes, blah.
Yes, blah.
Yes, blah.
I'm sorry. I don't even like saying yes, sir. I don't even care if I'm talking to a man. It's yes, ma'am.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, it is.
I
Pretty
don't
nice
like-
to be
I say
like,
yes sir to everybody.
It's that or yes, yes, mum.
And if everything else fails, you can always just go, well, excuse me, princess.
Don't care if you're a man, woman, or blob. It's princess.
Lol.
Hey, it's the year is 2020. Men can
Goddamn
be princesses
right
too.
they
Pretty
can
is
be.
Princess.
But on the topic of hobbies.
Yeah, I picked up some weird hobbies.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Chrissy, what are some of the hobbies you remember that I picked over quarantine?
Dice making.
That was
wood
candy.
carving Thingy. Candies.
Skip the dishes.
The dishes is not a hobby.
It's for us.
We made it a hobby, I'll tell you what.
We made it a living.
No, I
Jellies.
That
failed
company's
at
gotten
making a
so much.
silicone mold for dice candy. It actually, my gummies are stuck inside it still.
Oh no.
And then someone came and told me I did a bad job. And they're like,
Okay.
nope, next time you have to come see me and we will do it together. And I was like, okay. Yes, ma'am. I did wood burning. Just for the shits and giggles.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he asked me about the thing
Yeah,
a long time ago.
stopped though because getting wood to practice on is expensive.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And when I do it, I want to do it on the dice boxes I was gonna make, but I can't buy poplar yet, so I gotta wait till I can buy poplar. And I learned how to make candy.
Nice.
Nice.
'Cause why not? And
My
I started
hobbies have
playing.
included building a shit ton of D&D character and ordering an ice cream cake at like 10:30
Yeah, you've...
at night.
My hobbies included questioning my own existence, debating the fertility of life,
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
fun things.
fair enough.
Looking at everything that's going on in the world and just being
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay,
This is fine.
Oh,
this might
yeah.
as well happen.
All that fun stuff.
Although it is funny, if you look at like my social media posts kind of before the quarantine and also the massive civil rights movement, you could definitely... I went from being like, oh, okay, I'm going to post about just like fluff and like movies and TV to like, okay, bitches, we're getting political now. I don't care. I don't give
I
a
do
fuck.
like how quarantine has caused people to go so star crazy. We've started a mini revolution, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's because we've
is
had
it-
the time.
I wouldn't even say this is a mini
No.
revolution. This
Until
is like
people,
fucking lame
until
just hopefully ends better.
the opposition is losing, it is still not a revolution. I know that didn't make sense,
That's
but you guys
true,
understood
actually,
what I
that's a
meant,
good
right?
No, I get what you mean though.
Hard to have a revolution when you're exhausted from working
Communism.
40 hours
Not communism.
a day.
Capitalism.
Exactly.
Wrong C word.
Capitalism.
The reverse.
Communism's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
My brain is on derp mode. Derp 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 derp.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Which is my entire existence.
I think that's relevant now more than ever.
Derp derp
True.
derp derp mode.
Yep, I feel like a lot of people are on a derp mode. I just got Twitter, so yeah, a lot of people are on
God, yeah.
that mode.
I have a Twitter and I don't use the Twitter.
See, I got Twitter a while ago and I never used it, and then it just kind of went away. And I just like, hey, let's go onto Twitter because there's a couple people I like that I follow on Twitter. Now that I'm just like, hey, let's check out this. And although the best one I saw, I follow Edgar Wright, who directed like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
Kat, what are you doing?
Stuff like that. And he posted a picture of because there is that thing that happened a couple days ago where this man and his wife came out armed and like were like threatening protesters, and they were like this like really classic middle-aged like Karen and her husband sort of thing.
Yeah, I saw that today.
And Edgar Wright posted a picture of them and just put a quote from Hot Fuzz where it's like, Donald was an extra in Straw Dogs and Sherry was a cadaver in something else. That just made me laugh. Because they were totally that couple from Hot Fuzz where it's like, well, so-and-so was an extra in this and Sherry played a cadaver in such and such.
Oh my god, speaking of which, there was
Good
something
use
in the paper the other day or in a magazine or something. Well, just because Vic has like a subscription to a magazine or something, and we were trying to figure out how old somebody was. And it was like 53, and like first thing that popped into my head was like, yeah, they originally put in the paper as 55, but she's actually 53. 53.
53.
It's okay. I think anytime anybody says like,
I know, just greater good.
The greater good.
Greater good.
It's a running joke in that movie is that there are particular phrases that they always repeat themselves. So just because there's the greater good, but there's also the whole 53 thing because they bring that back later they repeat it.
And then there's all.
Good luck catching them killers then, eh? It's just the one killer, actually. No luck catching them killers then. It's just the one killer, actually.
That movie
also
is
that it is
still
known.
my favorite of the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, that's a
Absolutely.
fantastic one.
It's the
That
greatest.
movie is literal
Yep,
goddamn
100%.
perfection. It is so goddamn funny. I still watch that movie now, and I've seen it a bajillion times, and I still notice like little
Still
things.
fantastic. Come on.
Oh dear.
Cat.
Oh god. I also I watched like a bunch of things because we have
the
Netflix. And I saw that movie The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson.
You brought that up before, haven't you? I feel like you have.
Yeah, because there was that
scene.
there was a scene. Yeah, I've now seen the entire movie because I think I just seen that scene where Willem Dafoe freaks out over Robert Pattinson wanting a steak, and he does this entire like almost like eldritch god, like beside it cursed you and you'll be, and he goes for like 3 to 4 minutes just cursing him,
But
just
is it
because
as
he
good
doesn't
as
like
my
his
Eldritch
cooking.
God?
Yeah.
Is
And
it
he's
as,
like ark.
is it as good?
Oh, the movie? Oh, it's a trip.
No. Is it as good as the Eldritch God moment? Is it as good as when I do an Eldritch God moment?
You know what we haven't talked about?
What have we not talked about?
Barnabas?
Japanese Batman.
No, not
Oh my
again.
god. We
I'm
need to
sorry,
talk about Japanese Batman.
Wait.
Samurai
Beforehand.
Ninja?
You know, we've talked about Japanese Batman on the podcast before.
Actually, you know what? I think we have.
We
Like
have, but we
episode
haven't
like
talked about
9.
context.
We
of
did.
Us seeing it.
Me and Jason talked about the whole movie and everyone ignored us.
Oh no.
Well, now we've seen
Well,
it.
that would have been a time when I wasn't there then.
No,
because
yeah,
I
you were. We were talking about how there was an anime Batman and you were totally uninterested.
Well,
We've
here's
seen
the
it
thing,
now.
is that before going into it, I thought it was just going to be like a traditional Batman story told like an anime.
No.
And I was
No.
technically right, because it was like an anime. It was very much like an anime.
It was like all of the anime.
It was all of the anime. I did not know how hard they were going to go with this concept. Like, I just figured it was going to be more of a traditional Batman story set in feudal Japan. And then all the villains get into their, like, cool Japanese houses and they all turn
Pagodas.
into, like, mech suits. Like, big, giant house mechs. And then the monkeys all, like, form up a big, giant monkey made of a bunch of little monkeys. And then the Batman gets made out of, like, bats and he does, like, a Naruto thing. It is it's a trip. It is something I would absolutely recommend to any Batman fan, and also just any anime fan.
It's
And
a
also,
journey.
I remember it's really funny. It's almost embarrassing because my parents hate anime, but they saw it like way before I did, and it was really funny because my dad was just like, yeah, it wasn't that good, but like he was just like, yeah, it was not that good.
It
But
was
he didn't
Batman.
he didn't mention how fucking insane it was. I was just like, and this was like a couple years ago when he saw it, and he was like, yeah, don't bother. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess maybe I'll go watch something else then. So now that I've watched it, I'm like, wow, you guys really undersold that movie.
I think it was
Yeah.
like 4 a.m. when we were watching.
Oh yeah, and it was also like we finished at like 4 a.m. in the morning.
It was like we could have finished at 3:50 or 3:30, but we had to pause.
Because
And
we
just
had to
process.
accept and process everything that was happening.
Yeah, I love how we're
We
also
took,
calling
like, 20
Japanese
minutes.
Batman. It's called Batman Ninja.
Close enough.
Yeah.
It's a very important part of the story.
There's a lot of important parts to that movie.
No, there's not. You could cut
Yeah.
out a good chunk of that movie and it would still be good. And fucked.
But why would you do that?
That
Oh,
movie's an
dear.
adventure, man.
It's something
gotta
else.
watch it.
Yeah, you have to watch it at some point. Or we have to all watch it together once we can all like actually like gather in
Yeah.
one place.
I'm sorry, that's a movie. Next time I have to watch that, I'm doing the weed.
Yep, I would recommend it. It is one of those movies.
I'm not watching any of that again sober of any
Nope.
kind. I need to either be drinking or doing the weed. I can't do that again sober.
Nope.
Not again.
It's like Wolf of Wall Street. You know, Donnie, I am not dying sober.
Jesus.
I'm gonna take that to heart. I plan on not dying sober.
Oh boy.
If I know I'm finally going to leave this world, I'm going out with a bang.
Yeah,
Okay,
I am.
Marcus.
And it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
take as
literal
many people with me.
fireworks.
No, wait, no, that sounds
Uh-oh.
horrible. I should rephrase that. Oh my god.
It's called
I'm
if,
gonna-
if we really get a quote unquote revolution and there's quite a real riot and anarchy, I'm putting on the chainmail. I'm getting the hatchet. And I'm going. I'm going out with a
Oh
bang.
dear.
It'd be like that scene in The Patriot with Mel Gibson with the hatchet where he goes after all the Englishmen.
Yes, except I'll be
Exactly.
wearing chainmail.
Yes. Which is what Mel Gibson should have done.
But you see, I would go out in a blaze of glory because you forget how many other weaponry exists in this house.
No, we don't. We were just talking about the knives.
That's only the
Oh,
knives,
no.
though. And those are the only
I
two
mean,
on my desk.
I have my long claw replica. I feel like I could. It's dull, but
oh,
Don't
I know.
bludgeon somebody to death for that.
Yeah. I have the stick, too. I got the barrowman stick. Could probably bash someone in the head with that real good. Riots.
riots. They're.
Fun.
I mean, Vancouver didn't really handle the last
No.
riot particularly well.
The
As
last
long as there
two
aren't any
riots.
hockey games beforehand,
Those
we
two.
should be okay.
Yeah, we should be fine. God, that was a fucking weird experience. Just coming out of living on the North Shore, coming out and just seeing,
The
smoke.
smoke.
Just
odd.
like
Rising
well.
from downtown. I know the
Well,
next
just like-
year, the year after, where we had the second riot, because of the same
Yep.
reason, I was watching the game and I was like, 2 minutes till the end, I'm like, we're fucking losing. And I walked onto my balcony and I already saw smoke rising.
Oh,
Oh
dear.
no.
I was like, phoning people,
Yep,
get out of the
yep.
downtown. Get the fuck out.
God damn.
I'm getting lovely texts.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, it is kind of.
Well, I told you what was happening after this, Chrissy.
Yes.
oh
That's where those texts are coming from.
oh. Anyway,
I broke children, and I'm good at it.
I'm not a child.
You're
Look
my
at the wall.
children. You're all my children, including Trevor.
Kira, you're younger than all of us,
No, I'm not.
except Chris.
I just turned 24.
This is true, but you're younger than me.
But you're still
I'm
all
Trevor.
my babbies. And you cannot tell me otherwise.
Well, no, I'd be
Except for
afraid to
when
tell you
Mommy and Dad-
otherwise.
Except when mom and
Fighting
dad are
again.
fighting. And even then, I'm the responsible child. And we know
Okay.
this. It's very obvious.
I mean, yes, but okay.
Until I wander around in the supermarket and I find a block of cheese.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That happened, remember? You found me
Right,
at
I
the cheese,
forgot
staring
that.
at the
I
cheese
was
stand.
distracted by the chocolate.
You were staring at chocolate, I was staring at cheese, and Trevor found us and looked at us disappointed because we were
That
in a
is
deli
true.
aisle.
I remember that.
Oh dear, that was an experience.
Not even
Yeah.
shopping with us.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
It was called training for when
Pretty
you have
much.
kids.
Yep.
You know, grown-ass children who are like,
Yeah,
act like
well.
they're 12.
12-year-olds in the store. Yeah, well, I think I had... We were going to be drinking, weren't we?
I think
Wasn't
it
the night
was,
we were
yeah.
going drinking?
That was the night we were going. I think that was, yeah.
It was.
That was a fun night.
Probably.
We need to
We
do that
will,
again once this
absolutely.
is over.
I want to do a podcast in person.
Real
Real
Perdcast.
Perdcast.
Real Perdcast. Perdcast.
Well, I guess we just
Perdcast.
decided
I
the
mean-
name of this episode.
I miss
is.
our games.
The real Perdcast.
Real Perdcast.
The Perdcast.
I mean, realistically, it shouldn't be that much longer before it's safe to at least gather.
Don't say that.
the real
That's
Perdcast.
Yeah.
That's how we're spelling it.
That's true. That's true. One of the last videos we put up before all this went down was our playthrough of The Last of Us, where we were like, okay, this COVID thing, yeah, just be safe, and we're sure it's not going to be a big deal, and then
And
just
then it was.
4 months of nothing.
You see, the problem is
Just
though
like
because
always Sunday.
the problem though, real shit moment right now. So the way that the coronavirus works, not counting the mutations that I know are going to happen soon.
Don't say
So
that.
because I know enough about biology, you forget, Devin.
Yeah.
Sadly, I am smart.
It's a
This is
virus
true,
that happens.
Viruses are prone to mutations, and the reason they want to slim the infection rate, even though it's not fatal to over a half of the population, is because the more it spreads, the more likely it is to mutate.
Yeah.
Now the problem is though, because this virus takes 2 weeks to incubate, we've got the pancake moment going on right now, so it will
Yeah.
take in 2 weeks time, because people are all coming out going, yeah, we did it. There was a big party in, I think, somewhere in South America, where like, yeah, we beat
Yeah.
COVID. No, ha 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 ha, you fuckers. Because it doesn't show signs till 2 weeks in, and nobody's
And that's
really
only
getting
if
tested.
You're a symptomatic one.
If you're asymptomatic, you can be a carrier
Yeah.
and
exactly.
not show symptoms.
I'm always at risk because I work at like
You're
in person.
essential
That's
employee.
true.
Sorry, I have the hiccups while I'm doing this. My
Yeah, like,
house
I work
is
in
at
essential
risk.
service.
Yeah, you work in essential service. I have people in this house that work in essential service. I have people that refuse to stay quarantined in this house. It's not
Mother.
well, no, because she's an essential worker. She has
Oh,
to.
fair enough.
She can't. No, I was actually mentioning the people upstairs.
Oh, okay.
They refuse to stay quarantined.
My mother's the same way.
Yeah, but we've got a lot of high risk people that if they do catch it, like Mother, even though she is an essential employee, if she catches it, she's going down.
Oh yeah, no, my mom, like, she's not quarantining, and she is so high risk. Like, she almost died from a staph infection, like, a couple years ago.
Yeah. My grandmother, because of how old she is, she's at risk. My brother's always at risk for any disease. I'm a genetic anomaly, so I probably will live through it.
You'll live through anything. You're the Eldritch anomaly.
You're the Eldritch cockroach.
I
You're
am
the
a,
Eldritch blast.
I am a human cockroach. I will live through Armageddon and I will rebel through
Just
the
make
trash.
sure you finish that sentence.
Finish the word.
Finish the word.
You are the Eldritch blast.
I am an Eldritch Blast. No, Armageddon will come, and I will come out of the rubble and say I'm the new queen, and all will bow in my might, because I will come out
Oh,
unscathed.
shall love me and despair.
I am the melon lord.
Don't worry, I was full on scrubbing my floor on Sunday, like on my hands and knees scrubbing my floor, and I was like,
the same day you burned your face.
yeah, basically my course of the day is I scrubbed the floor clean. You guys came over. We had D&D. I burned my face. That was my Sunday.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so like obviously my arms are short with my bucket. I was scrubbing the floor. My bucket arms go up to like my elbows. And I had to keep shooing the cats out of my kitchen because I was queen of the cats, and the cats were so enamored by what I was doing, they were standing a foot away from my ass, or my front, or wherever I was cleaning. I'm like, I love you. Stop. I know I'm your queen. Go away.
Yeah.
I'm the lord here. Leave me alone to clean.
You will obey me.
Some of them obeyed. They were standing at the, like, I told them to get the fuck out of my kitchen, and then there's, like, the divider of where my kitchen ends and the living room starts on the floor. They were all lined up there except for two. I'm like, I am a lord, queen of the cats.
Oh, dear.
What does that mean?
So,
that
Kira, you
decided
get all the pussy.
I always have
Oh
all
my
the
God.
pussy. That's because I'm Barnabas.
Yes,
Yep.
the return of the Barnabas.
Return of
Eventually, we'll
Barnabas.
explain him.
Oh, well, we still have to do house party.
Oh,
That's gonna
yeah.
happen. I bought the game. And it will have to be done over Discord,
Yeah.
sadly. I bet. Mainly because I don't want to cram all of you into my room that barely fits one person, let alone me
Yeah,
and a
that,
cat.
Yeah,
that's
especially
a
now,
bad
so.
idea right now.
Well, no, Devin, have you seen the size of this room?
I have seen your room.
No, my sitting room. With my computer.
Oh, yes, I've seen that as well.
You've seen that it barely fits the chair I'm sitting on.
Yeah, it's a hobbit hole.
It is my habit hole, and I love my habit hole. And now I actually lost all my floor space because there's a printer there, so I can't put my feeties down. There's just a
Oh,
giant
shit.
ass printer down on the floor. It's not like I can reach the floor
I mean,
tripper,
that's
it's
true.
fine.
I mean, your room is kind of always like a conglomeration of things.
It's an organized chaos. I love it.
It's
Well,
a
it's-
mess. I think we've known you long enough to say it is a mess.
It's organized chaos. I just found another fun thing on my desk that
Oh,
I forgot was
dear.
here.
Oh no,
It's not a weapon,
Uh-oh.
guys.
that's even more concern.
It's cream.
What kind of cream?
It's the
Don't
cream that
ask
someone
that.
gave me to
Oh,
help with
okay.
my hip.
Explain.
That's not.
Explain right now.
It's essentially hand lotion, but weed.
Okay.
It is weed hand lotion.
Okay. I see. I
I
understand.
was just concerned.
It all makes sense now.
Kira found a fun thing on her desk. We know there are weapons
Build
on
up
her desk.
was a bit scary, but we got there eventually.
They're beside my cookies.
I think I prefer the weapons.
I don't know how well the click
Keep
will go
thinking
into
a
that.
cat behind me.
Oh, dear.
I think the click went through on the mic.
Oh, did it?
I think so. My
Click?
my audio popped.
Ah, it's,
So
oh well.
yeah, like my desk is magic. I haven't even told you at least half of the things on this
And that's
godforsaken
not
desk.
counting Dumont's desk.
The shelf. Dumont's shelf.
The very angry dragon.
The angriest dragon. The Dumont's shelf is actually mostly D&D and maps right now. And a
She must
dehydrator.
get very angry when you remove that stuff.
Well, no, because it's a shelf and not a desk anymore, she can't see me take stuff off the bottom.
Ah.
But when I take, because the games are on top, like a bunch of board games are up there, when I take those away, she doesn't like it. 'Cause she can see those.
Oh my god. Sorry. This is a really random tangent. But
That's this entire
That's
podcast.
this entire podcast.
yeah, but so have you guys all seen the Addams Family
Yep.
movie from the
Which
90s?
one? Which one?
The
Yep.
the first one.
The Addams
The
Family
one
Value?
with yes, the one where Uncle Fester's
Yep.
the imposter.
Well, he's
Except that he's not.
not.
Except
but
he
is.
isn't. But he is. Okay. I have had it. It's been stuck in my head because, like, you know those movies that are on TV all the time, and yet when you flip to them, it's always playing the exact same scene no matter what day it is.
Yes, I love those scenes.
Do you guys remember the
Yes.
Mamushka scene?
Yes.
where he does the
Yes.
dance with Uncle Fester. It's an amazing scene, and it's been stuck in my head for the entire day. Just because I watched it early in the morning, because it was just like, it was on. I saw it, an ad for it online. I was like, oh yes, I am watching the Mamushka scene, because God bless Raul Julia.
Sorry, that I love the Addams Family, though I got called Cousin It earlier this week.
Really?
I got called Cousin It a lot growing up.
Yeah, but I had my hair done purple, and when we combed it all out, it was in my face because I don't have a real human part in my hair. It doesn't exist.
Because you haven't made one.
No, you know how you have a natural part usually? I don't.
No.
I don't have one. You're supposed to have a natural part. Usually
I
it's
have,
like off center.
Different parts I can part.
Yeah, usually you'll have a natural off center one. I don't even have a natural one. It doesn't exist. So when we combed it all out, it went all in my
Figured it out.
face, and they're like, "You're Cousin It," and I did because I can.
That's weirdly.
I think one
Accurate?
of my favorite things about the Addams Family is just the fact that when they were all created to be like the inverse of like traditional American like family values, and yet
They're the
Morticia
healthiest.
and what's his name?
Gomez.
Morticia and Gomez are legitimately just like an
The
incredibly
greatest couple
wonderfully
and
healthy
parents.
couple. They are so great. So, but I also just think it really like shows you what like a lot of writers, especially back then, were kind of thinking.
It's like,
This is what people shouldn't aspire to be like. Let's present them as like this really weirdly healthy couple.
I think the point of the Addams Family is that like we always have like the quote unquote this is perfect, this needs to be what happens,
Yeah.
but just because it does not what it looks like doesn't mean it can't be better than what it is.
Yeah.
It's like this is the perfect family. Parents are supportive. The kids are like not afraid to talk about their interests. The parents actually love each other and don't really fight. They
They're
help.
actually a healthy.
They're a
family.
healthy family. Like
They just don't look like what you expect.
they don't look at what you expected.
Yeah.
The outer family actually gets along with the main family. Like that's unheard of.
Yeah, that's like, oh my god, that's revolutionary.
Like they always get together and have balls and all that. Like oh, Wednesday.
I love Wednesday. I used to like dress up for as Halloween every year.
Yeah, that's great. But yes, Trevor, yes we should.
Yeah,
you want to do
sure.
it?
And we're recording this on Canada Day as well. Just kind of like, yay, happy Canada Day. It's 1:52 now.
I forgot it was Canada Day till like noon.
Yeah,
so.
fair enough. I mean, it was a crappy day all around anyway. So,
I think that was about the same for me.
but yes, yay, we're back. Stay tuned for more
We're
podcast
back.
episodes. We're doing, yes,
Some
we're-
more shenanigans.
Eventually, we'll kind of get the quarantine.
Yeah,
podcast thing
we'll get it done
figured
eventually.
out.
The Corncast.
The Perdcast.
The Perdcast.
Exactly.
Perdcast. Get them Perdcast back on schedule.
The Perdcast.
We'll get in there, Perdcast
Please don't do
going
the
on. It's
Perdcast.
gonna be great. Oh God.
We're terrible human beings.
Spider-Man.
And we're reviving the JKT gaming channel as well. We've got a few episodes of Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
We got The Last of Us on there. We'll make sure
Slowly but
to
surely.
post all of those.
No, The Last of Us won't go back up until
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, because I was in person.
Yeah, because we got Last of Us, and we just started Dragon Age Inquisition.
The Pasquisition. Yeah, those things have to be
Pasquisition.
done in person because of
Yeah.
the way they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll find some other things.
unless
to
we
put up
figure
there.
something out. Because I also have a gaming laptop that I can record off of, so I can supply some content. I've been playing the Halo series
Ooh.
for the first time.
God, I still haven't
Although-
played that. Yeah, we
Yes.
all know the things now. We'll
And eventually, we'll do like that campaign thingy for D&D as well.
That's probably gonna be
that
a little while.
involves a lot of effort in my part because I think I'm DMing that, aren't I?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
but that'll
I,
be later.
but that's
Yeah.
not gonna be for a bit, so we don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that
I
just
will
now.
work on that then.
I have to worry about my campaign.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you do,
But
bud.
yes.
and you've given me permission to go full chaos.
Oh boy.
I have.
Yeah, you said you didn't care.
What did you do?
That's
Didn't
a
care about
terrible
what?
mistake.
What did I give permission for? When was this?
When I said I would be nice and I wouldn't go full chaos, and you said I didn't care. You didn't care if I went full chaos because there's no good or nice player, and then I'm like, so I can go full chaos, and you said yes.
Oh yeah, in that case, yeah, go right fucking ahead.
That's the
Oh.
worst thing in the world you can say to me. That's how Barnabas and Pippi Longstockings happened.
But you
That's
see,
how we got our kidney stolen.
No, that's as your DM.
yeah, but you see, I also plan on, I mean, cutting myself some slack because I'll be first time DMing, but I have plans for some pretty wild, wackadoo out there things.
You realize the other DM I had for our first DM, I gave them an idiotic lizard wizard, and I ran around singing Frozen
Sora.
songs. Yes, Sora the lizard wizard.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyway, on
like,
that note,
subscribe.
Bye,
See
guys.
you later.
We
Bye.
love
bye
you.
guys.